Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to yet another installment of the Atlantic 75 series. Again, 3 records and yeah, 3 icons, 3 extremely important and interesting records this month. And one of those releases was, at least for me, one that I anticipated and couldn't wait for it. I was so eager to get it, eager to listen to it when it was announced almost 1 year ago, and now we have it. Finally, we have the Velvet Underground loaded. Like always, 45 RPM. Like always, Stoughton gatefold tip-on jacket, which of course goes for all the releases within the Atlantic 75 series. Yeah, Velvet Underground loaded came out, I think, on the 16th of November 1971. John Cale had left the band. Lou Reed wrote almost all of the songs here on this album. Of course, the most famous one, Sweet Jane. What a wonderful title. And the whole album was created to be a bit more accessible and was created to be a success. And they reached an accessible album, that's for sure. Wonderful rock songs, and it is considered to be one of the most influential, important and best rock albums of all time, although the huge success at the time when it came out didn't happen. So maybe that was also one of the reasons why Lou Reed left the band, Doug Yule left the band, who played bass on this album and also did the production, as John Cale had left the band. And yeah, that's it then after this one with the unbelievable Velvet Underground. But they gave us this album, this rock, folk rock, psych rock hymn, wonderful one. And this one is in so many lists when it comes to must-have albums. And yeah, so that was the reason why I was so eager to get it and listen to it. And they, once more, they delivered. They gave us, I'm sure, I don't know all of the repressings, of course, but this is the ultimate version yet again on 45 RPM. Ryan K. Smith did the mastering of this one. And although this is, of course, not your typical audiophile sound, but it has such a wonderful separation. You know, I'm a junkie for the details / information on a record, and here we get them all. Every instrument is so separated in a wonderful way. You have this room between the instruments. You have the sound stage. Lou Reed's voice is so good on it. Mo Tucker's drumming keeps everything together in such a wonderful way. So I'm so happy with this release. Again, a wonderful job. Originally, I show you, this one came out on the Cotillion label. I hope I found the records. Here, I put them here. This one came out on the Cotillion label. I show you the label because it's not your typical Atlantic label. So here you can see this. And yeah, this record is for everyone who is interested into the history of rock, into the great rock albums, and of course, who is interested in the Atlantic 75 series. You for sure won't get disappointed with this one. The second release this month is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe but for sure one of the earliest records that are put out on the Atlantic 75 series. We're talking about T-Bone Walker, T-Bone Blues. This one was recorded, I think, over several years, 56, 57, and came out, 58, and came out in 1959. This one is mastered at Coherent Sound by Matt Luthen. And a mono release, again, Stoughton tip-on gatefold jacket, as you can see here, and is a wonderful and really, really important blues album. The T-Bone Walker, he plays this electric guitar and is a master. His artistry is unbelievable, really. So beautiful. His finger-picking technique on this Texas blues music is breathtaking. Breathtaking. And if you consider again, once more, this is a mono recording. It has such an wonderful, wonderful sound. No matter if he only plays guitar and the band plays together or when he sings, this is a festival. If you sit there and listen to this masterpiece of blues music, this is for sure, and I can imagine that those blues fans agree with me, this is a must-have for blues fans. Important, wonderful record, and such an easy, accessible music. Wow. Really, really, really great. Highly, highly recommended if you are into this kind of music. And again, this mono cut is not from this world. It's not from this world. Such old records, such old releases, having them in this quality nowadays, that makes our hobby even more worthwhile and makes it in a way more senseful. This is so cool. I was so surprised when I listened to it. I didn't know this record. This was for me a first time listening, and yeah, a wonderful listening. Wonderful. Big surprise musically, and when it comes to the recording quality, what they did at the time. I mean, 59, it's 40, 60, 64 years. No, 65 years. Breathtaking. Amazing. Yeah, the third one. So we have rock, we have blues, and of course, we have a jazz record. Again, Charlie Mingus. Oh yeah. And again, look at the cover art. I mean, this man and his covers. I put out the other 75 releases. Look at the clown. What a cover art. Okay, Blues and Roots, musically an absolute highlight in the series. Not such an innovative jacket or cover art, but those two, I mean, wow. And like the two other releases, this, oh yeah, this is a festival. It's a festival. It's mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent. And like with Blues and Roots, there is so much going on in a good way. And again, although this record is musically loaded in the best way, everything is at its place. Everything is where it should be. It's a festival for the ears, and this livelihood, this action, this improvisation, this free spirit of Charlie Mingus, who did all the songs by himself on this album, if I'm not mistaken, is a breathtaking experience for every jazz fan. What a musician! You know, although this is a studio recording, it has such a live feeling. they play as if they are on stage in a way. I don't know if you get my point, if I put it okay, but that was something that really came to my mind when I listened to the album, that it has such a live feeling. It's unbelievable. And of course we have an unbelievable cast. Of course we have Charles Mingus on the piano, little vocals, Ronan Kirk on flute, siren, so not a common instrument. On tenor sax, Marcello, and we have Booker Irvin on the tenor sax, Jimmy Knapper on the trombone, Doug Watkins on bass, Donnie Richmond on drums, but we also have Eric Dolphy, I think, on some tracks, if I'm not mistaken, but an unbelievable cast who does an wonderful, wonderful job. Of course, this album is considered to be one of Mingus' most important album, and almost like always when it comes to Mingus, incredible, influential until today. It originally came out in 1962. Where do I have the record? And here I can show you. Now this is a T-Bone Blues. Where can I show you the here? Here I have the record. So now I can also show you the label. Here we go. As you can see, stereo release. Brilliant. Yeah, that was quite a batch. I mean, I love it when they put out a variety within every batch. I mean, they put out almost every month 3 records, and so it's cool if you have a rock record, a blues record, and a jazz record. That's a wonderful combination. So you, in a way, you have them all, and those three are once more highlights. Keep 'em coming. Yeah, October is coming soon, so that we will have the next batch, I'm quite sure. And yeah, I think when this year is over, we have between 70 to 80 new releases from analog production, acoustic sounds. Wow, difficult to keep up. But we all try our best, I guess. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.